Alright guys, in today's video we have some more PlayStation 5 news and info to go over and discuss. Before we dive into it, if you could do me a big favor, hit the like button to help the video out, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and hit the bell notification icon as well so you can be notified immediately anytime a new video goes live. But we're starting here with some really good news for Days Gone. Bend Studio has announced that Days Gone will support up to 60 frames per second with dynamic 4K on the PlayStation 5. Additionally, your PlayStation 4 save data can be transferred over to the PlayStation 5. Now, this is really great news for Days Gone. Anybody who has any intention of going back and playing this game on their PS5, you will be able to experience it for the first time at 60 FPS. There were some people that were seemingly upset to find out that the game is going to run at dynamic 4K. We also learned the same thing with God of War 2018. It's been revealed that that game is going to be able to run it up to 60 frames per second, and we assume a dynamic 4K resolution. People are seemingly upset that these games that are being updated for the PlayStation 5 not being able to hit native 4K 60 FPS is a problem. Well, I don't really see it as much of a problem. It's pretty clear that they're going to try to maintain that 60 FPS as much as they can and not have any dips. And in order to ensure that, they're gonna choose a dynamic 4K resolution. And to be completely honest, I have no problem with this at all. You know, dynamic 4K, I think Sony has proven that games can look amazing without actually being native 4K. Obviously, if we can get native 4K with a locked 60 FPS, that's the preference. But this is something that to me just comes off as the extra bonus, right? Because they don't have to do this. They don't have to go out of their way to do anything for these games to allow them to run any better on the PS5. And it seems as though these studios are going out of their way to do something here, because recently Days Gone got a 25 gigabyte update, which was clearly in preparation for PS5 backwards compatibility, and that's a huge update. And all of these other titles that we're finding out will be updated for the PS5, such as Ghost of Tsushima and God of War. They're also getting updates as well. So it's not like they're not doing anything, but we have to be understanding in the fact that they're just trying to give us that added 60 FPS bonus, which, look, you can complain all day that these games aren't going to be native 4K, but I'm going to tell you right now, the fact that they're going to be running at 60 FPS is a huge improvement. Honestly, that is a major improvement that I think people are kind of downplaying a little bit. If I had to choose between having a solid 60 frames per second with these games with a dynamic 4K resolution or a native 4K resolution where the frame rate can be kind of all over the place, I'm going to choose the locked 60 FPS any day. Now, I'm assuming these games are going to be close to running at a locked 60 FPS, but still, I think it's great news overall. So let me know down in the comments below if you plan to go back and play some Days Gone. Now, we're moving right along here and talking about the long-rumored Silent Hill reboot. You guys know that we've been covering this on the channel for quite some time, and it's kind of gone silent, right? We haven't heard anything more about this game, and a lot of people don't believe it. A lot of people at this point, understandably so, just don't believe that Silent Hill or this Silent Hill reboot is a real thing that's going to be revealed at some point in time by Sony. However, we do have an individual who is giving us some information. Now, I want to let you know that this is still in rumor territory, and I don't have any more info to give. I can give you my opinion. I do think Silent Hill is still a real thing. I do believe it, and I do suspect that we will learn about it before the end of the year, as crazy as that may sound to some. It says here, though, throughout the past year, we've heard persistent rumors that Konami's long-neglected Silent Hill franchise was being revived, likely as a Sony-developed PS5 exclusive. Unfortunately, the rumors have remained just that, rumors, with neither Konami or Sony officially confirming anything, and chatter about a new Silent Hill has died down in recent months. Well, according to new rumors, we may still get a peek at the new Silent Hill before this year is through. The latest round of rumors were kicked off by analyst Roberto Serrano, who claims we'll see the new Silent Hill at the Game Awards in December. Now, Serrano doesn't have the best track record, but the folks over at Rely on Horror claim they've heard something similar from their own source. See, that's why I'm choosing to discuss this, because look, Roberto Serrano, I have no problems with the guy. He's clearly been given some correct information in the past, and he's clearly been given some incorrect information in the past. And I'm not telling anybody here that you should run away with this, assuming this is going to happen, but Rely on Horror is pretty reliable and pretty reputable as well, and they're kind of backing this up. So look, this makes a lot of sense to me, okay? This makes a lot of sense to me because we know the Game Awards are going to be a big deal. We know that Sony is going to show up at the Game Awards alongside Microsoft. Microsoft may also have something big that they have planned. Look at what Microsoft did last year at the Game Awards, where they decided to reveal the Xbox Series X alongside Hellblade 2. So Sony, knowing this, they may have decided that we're going to save this announcement because this is a very big announcement for the Game Awards. Now, again, I'm not saying you should walk away from this assuming it's 100% correct and to overhype yourself for the Game Awards, because it might not be, and it is still just a rumor. However, I wanted to keep you guys updated with this because I know a lot of you are still holding out hope that Silent Hill for the PlayStation 5 is a real thing and it will be announced at some point. One last thing I want to say here is, if people are wondering, why would Sony wait? If they were going to announce it, wouldn't they have announced it by now? Not necessarily. You have to understand that they have to give these announcements breathing room. So at the last event, we know that God of War Ragnarok was revealed. I mean, sure, they could have also revealed Silent Hill there as well, but don't you think that they're kind of stepping on their toes there? I mean, they're both massive announcements. Give them their own breathing room. It's better to kind of scatter these announcements throughout the months rather than just do everything at once. That's what Sony's been doing. So just wanted to kind of add that in here at the end. But I want to move on from that and let you guys know that apparently the PlayStation 5 marketing, unsurprisingly, is really beginning to ramp up. And there's actually demo stations that are popping up. And this is something that I think some of you might be interested in, specifically those who were unfortunate enough to not be able to secure a PS5, but hope to get one at some point. There will be kiosks where you will be able to test out the PS5. But it says here, Sony Interactive Entertainment has started ramping up PS5 advertising, with numerous marketing efforts being snapped on the side of buses and billboards trumpeting the "Play Has No Limit" slogan for the new console. And it says, in addition, retail giant Best Buy has started setting up its PS5 demo stations in store, which you can have a go at. So this is something that, again, I think people are going to be interested in testing out, because there are a lot of people who are extremely excited about the PS5 and are going to have no choice but to wait until there's more stock available. And so the next best thing for a lot of those individuals is, maybe you have a friend that's going to get a PS5. They'll let you try it out. But if you don't, and you don't know somebody who can let you try it out, you might consider stopping at a store such as Best Buy and giving it a go, right? One last thing I have to mention here at the end before closing out this video has to do with the unofficial PS5 faceplate business. I believe they were called, I don't know the name. It should be here in the article. I think they were called Plate Station or something like that. And so there's actually unfortunate news here. People, I think, were excited for this because this was a company that was like, hey, we're going to start selling these colored custom faceplates day one with the PS5. And we did cover this, but it seems like this is something that's just not going to happen. Sony has pulled the plug on it. Well, this all went downhill rather quickly, didn't it? A brand new company was planning on producing and selling a variety of unofficial PS5 faceplates. It would allow you to change the look of the new console by replacing the white shell with alternative colors or patterns. It's clearly something people are interested in, but unfortunately, none more so than Sony's lawyers. Last week, the business was forced to change its name from PlayStation 5 to Customize My Plates, as well as remove all PS5 imagery from its website. After the platform holder's legal team got in touch, however, Sony didn't stop there. It's now made the company cease all orders of the custom faceplates, else it face further legal action. Customize My Plates has now canceled and refunded any orders for this item. Instead, it's now selling vinyl skins, pictured above. You can apply to your PS5 and DualSense controller if you want a more colorful look. It seems that these are safe to order, so if you've been left with a custom shell, there's still these options here. So Yeah, I wanted to kind of update everybody on this because I don't know how many of you listening to this actually, made an order with this website. Maybe you're unaware of the fact that they've been shut down and they had no choice but to cancel the orders and refund them, obviously. But they are doing an alternative with custom skins, which can be, just as good, I guess. And I don't really fault Sony for this. I mean, yeah, it's annoying, but if anything, this is clear indication that Sony has their own plans with these faceplates. So if they didn't, it seems unlikely that they would completely shut this down. At the very least, they would maybe try to have them pay some type of licensing fee. But it seems to me it's more likely at this point, considering they're they've shut this down completely, that they're going to be doing their own thing directly from them. Like, they might not even consider licensing this out. They just want to do it themselves. To me, that seems very likely here. So yeah, unfortunate news for those who were, looking forward to getting these plates in the mail, but it's good news in the sense that it's clear Sony's going to be doing something with this in the future. So leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I will be interested to see what you have to say. Leave the video a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.